I want to tell you it's 9
minus the engineering contract for the
yeah.
38.
potentially 238.
Continues to build monthly,
Right.
because that's the additional charge, and that was one of the purposes we did, so that in the future we won't, hopefully.
So,
And approve it if you want. It's really an add-on, I think, that was already done to the water project, but I mean, if you, I mean, it's something that needs to be done, and the original project, but we padded it because we knew there were going to be add-ons. It was like 37,000 because so
Make a motion that we approve the
to approve the Washington Street water line improvements. Any discussion?
Seen it. I went and looked at what he was talking about, and that place was an alley a long time ago that goes right through. Yeah, so there's some old lines back in there. So.
yeah. Gary can correct me. We've got, and actually that alley, technically we, so it's hard to decipher. Basically it said it was abandoned. So that is basically, to me, it's fenced off, it's still an alley, but it's just not a thoroughfare anymore. Easement, and correct me if I'm wrong, Gary, is part of it that we can get the 10 foot is belongs to the penalty, which you have not found guilty as we would.
Just roofing?
No.
No.
Called some kind of way because they've been building on, and but just because I.
Any further discussion? Washington Street water line 50. Police Department.
Commissioners, City of Liberal, to proceed in 2 items tonight. Line item I'd like to ask for permission. This is an ongoing project in supplying body armor to our officers. This year, for body armor, as of now, what we are, these vests are at a unit cost of $600. Total price of $4,048.73. Again, this is a budgeted item that was already previously approved. To this is that a current style of vest is to reduce injuries to the back of our, now being worn by several departments. It's worn on the actual vest. I'm not wanting about that is because these, but with these inner vests that I'm requesting tonight, the panels from which in turn I believe are going to save us money when we upgrade to those vests, hopefully.
Leather cloth for the vests?
The vests themselves, we are still in the process, those outer vests we actually want to go to. those outer vests, the carriers, so we're still in the process of we want to go to. But again, the panels from these inner vests can be transferred to those outer vests.
The amount is $4,000.
Yes, tonight I'm asking to proceed on a purchase.
Thank you very much.
I make a motion for the vest in the amount of $4,048.73.
And to approve the body armor purchase, 73 cents. Any discussion? 5-0.
Thank you. On the agenda for which I would like permission to proceed on is the to our officers. This is a very valuable piece of less than lethal equipment. It costs $1,170 as of today. We are asking for permission, and the reason for this ongoing purchase is the point where the on-duty officers, the older tasers that have expired out of our fleet, so to speak. Again, the police department included this in their budget proposal last year, and it was approved. $5,200. Tonight, all I'm asking for is $4,680. So again, with this under budget. So tonight I'm at $4,680.
Amount of $4,680.
I will.
Taser purchase in the amount of $4,000. Any discussion? 0.
Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you for your support.
Yep, thank you.
Next item is City Bus updated anti-drug and alcohol misuse prevention policy.
Good evening, Mrs. Mayor. Program's drug testing provider has recently gone through a name change from TMA. In addition, the DOT has implemented regulations epidemic of abuse to opioids. They have added the synthetic one, tramadol. These changes have made it necessary for Compliance 1, which in turn requires renewed. Staff asked the Commission alcohol misuse prevention with the DOT and the FT. They were the same agency. I don't know why they changed the name.
Okay. This is just for the city bus people,
Yes.
but everyone underneath this program, so
Sheena and do a company we use for
Yes.
the city employees.
It
So
is, they did policy book as it is related. Set of policies are only for transit because it's more us.
okay.
Make a motion that we approve the updated anti-drug and alcohol misuse prevention policy.
I'll second.
We have a motion to approve the an alcohol misuse prevention as compliance one. Do we need to put a date on there that it's effective? January 1, do we need to have?
They
that?
issued the booklet to us like that, I believe.
Unless you think it's effective tonight. Okay. All in favor? Association. Hi, Ronnie.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, Commissioner, 1205 North Baseball Association. I guess you had some information. We're coming requesting, I do want to talk. First, I guess I'll give you a little bit of background. We do the Cal Ripken League. The city is gracious enough to let us use their fields on. Sometimes don't get the opportunity to say that we deal with about 100 and we do the 9 through 12-year-olds Cal Ripken League, where we do a 5-team through April and May for 11s and 12s, and then the summer, which has 13s, 14s, 15s, and 16 through 18, is trying to competitive baseball for youth and liberal funding. We get a few grants or money from community, but we do a lot of our own fundraising. We do player, whatever we can do to raise money to make the league work. About putting a building, large complex at the 8th Street, and you're drawing. When you come onto the into the facility, currently there's a trail. There's no sidewalks or anything. Most of the time when we travel and buildings at the entrance to take admission, when we have our summer tournaments, usually they blow down, but to keep people in the shade. But what we would like to do is put serve sharing some of our equipment, and it's a 16 by 24 metal building, ticket area in the front and a storage area in the back. And I would say I imagine the building was that they keep their football, well, I imagine city property, and the building, some kind of agreement that the city has with them for use of that building. And that's kind of what we're looking at, is wanting to in stuff in this. And the good thing about it is wanting to put this building up at our cost. Construction is going to donate quite a bit of the labor for the concrete. I actually have JAG Construction is going to some of the materials for the building and give us a reduced price on the remainder of it. But within the next month is the goal. I think maybe the 22nd, I'm not sure, is that, I think on the schedule, the building up. If we then what we may have to do to have an agreement, we do that if we put up a building And we just would like some agreement to be able to use that building in. And one of the advantages for the city is that in the project, the sidewalk in there from the building, the sides of the building and the back of the building, which would give the facility where people, the field is actually in need of some more work. And I don't know if you want me to talk about that or if you want to ask.
Hey, by looking at the building, Ron,
Yeah.
there's always been a in the two fields.
Yeah.
That's something that we could help out.
I had Cal and we had Pete actually out there.
Ronnie finishes building, then do a sidewalk. We've got to kind of figure the angles. And basically that would be something we could do in-house.
Yeah, there wouldn't be a lot there, and I guess you could get some more donated labor. Maybe put a little money into the. I'm not going to say it's been neglected because the people that have job and done as they could. I'd kind of an example like Frank takes care of as long as it can. Matt McClure is out there, has the, or I'm not sure if I remember. I know that there's never been a lot of money given them to do, and it would give you guys a head start on getting those sidewalks to those other two, the other fields. I guess I say the other two fields, the red and the blue. The gold field is the big field. You know, the facility is really needing those sidewalks anyway, but this would give you a head start with. We would probably, we'd do it in the colors that match. There right now would be kind of a tan color.
Do we have an estimate what it would program for our liberal youth? And I don't it all, and let's get it done and have a really awesome. There's paint. There's another paint.
We have talked with Kevin. Kevin has got it. Permit, no fee waived, and we would be running electrical to it, so we would be doing it through up there. It would meet the same requirements we would. We are exploring our dugouts on Goldfield. Maybe it's
they're not comparable to any dugout that I've been in. Designed them. They've been there for. But yeah, they're not. The problem that we have with them. I don't know that anybody seriously got injured or anything, but the kids tend to want, there's a stair, and the kids, you can't see the game from inside the dugout the way these are designed. That I would like to ask you guys to consider it, or you know.
Have to get our design figured out, and that's where we would. Their first goal was to get with the dugouts. We've kind of got to coordinate with the high school pro. The next year we're hosting the 18 and under state tournament and have those dugouts done. And for that, I'd recommend we wait till the season's over, but this is kind of a big opportunity. And
Yes.
hopefully we can draw
The next meeting on what it would cost for, I mean, you're hosting a state tournament. Wheelchairs, we need to host
Yeah.
a
Wouldn't be that big
Yeah,
of a
that's-
project. The dugouts will be a little bit of a project, and I'm not saying they couldn't be done more. Like say, I'm willing to donate the labor and pour the concrete for the dugouts and have it design the Dodge City field, where the college field has what we've discussed would be similar. Actually, these would end up being nicer, kind of, because you'd end up, actually, your dungeon would turn into almost a locker room, outside locker room. But that's all they're really good for, because in there during the game. So, but what you drop, put a retaining wall in, put up a net where the kids like. We probably, and I think we would have several conversations, but several of us had conversations about how we would probably, as a decision, I'm sure that you're going to rely on a staff like, because that, like I said, they've seen these other facilities, and we were talking about maybe that we usually have a tournament here the first weekend of June for 8. We would probably use the other two fields and maybe close that field in the month of June so it would be ready for the state tournament. I'm more than willing to donate some labor and some time to make it's not, you know, a bunch of money going out there or whatnot. I mean, like $20,000 into their budget. And us, that we could decide what the priorities were. There is a need for a few other things out there, and I've visited with them about doing them. A soft toss net. That's one of the things that the high
came
school.
after the fact, yeah.
Yeah, the high school coach. Be something else that I could do at no cost to the city, but tonight.
The only question I have is, are we still having flooding issues out there at those fields?
This would be baseball.
Okay.
Yeah. In trouble.
Well, and so where this is being building, anything like that?
No, there could really be nothing put in that
Front of the
location.
parking lot.
It would be nice maybe if we had a little more paved parking lot sometime too, but you know, we're going to only ask for so much at one time, but try to make the facility nicer and other sidewalks in.
Basically get your slab done. We can kind of shoot that and see where we need to go. And
I don't have a sidewalks and pour them if the city will pay for that concrete. I'm going to be kind of strict so it wouldn't pull anybody off any crews that needed to get anything.
and that we approve the Liberal Baseball Association.
Second that.
We have a motion to approve the Liberal Baseball Association putting. Any further discussion?
Thank you.
All in favor?
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ron. Kaylin Conestoga.
that would be me. Information in your package because we need to get the consensus that it's okay to go ahead and pursue this. That's going to our Kalen, which are over to their wells and blend because we're for land application. So they would have to put some effort proposed because I can't credit they don't, but their proposal is that they would put 30,000 up front. Am I correct on that? Yeah. And so what I'm looking at, because Pete would actually have to design, you know, get with Rock and design their pump, those plans to KDHE from our discharge. Just need to get permission for staff to pursue it, and I've explained to them once the new plant is built, value goes up, but I couldn't convince them, you know. So, but I mean, once we improve the quality of water, so it is, you know.
Nickel 1,000 more than we're getting now.
That's correct.
I'd like to make.
I'll second.
Okay, you want?
5 cents.
5 cents per thousand
Separate.
wastewater. Any further discussion? This is 5-0.
No, he abstained.
I'm sorry.
Who was the second?
Who was
on
the
that?
second?
Yeah, in a Rock, if you'll get a hold of me tomorrow, Pete will be. Just started to roll.
Our next item
Thank you, Rock.
is water park chlorination.
I'll be back after a while.
You can take the lead on it?
Yeah, buddy.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, Commissioner, thank you for a moment of your time this evening. Department, I'm here tonight with phase 2 of the water park system. When we first started, when we moved to tabs, the gas system is saving us money. We're now moving into the second phase, hopefully, that would have smart valves. This level on a hot day, this valve will find it and keep it at 2.0. It's rough. Some days it'll be too hot. This gets back to that level. Department guys come every 2 hours and adjust it to make sure we're at the levels. This will be saving their. We'll be testing it, of course, but the valve will. It'll shut the chlorine off. What am I missing there, Mr. Mayor?
You're good. I mean, private sector, I would say, is, but we're looking at public safety. One of the issues is, so you bathe or load, you lose your chlorine, your pH goes up and down. So the way we would do a water system, so if this did not go back. The other thing is, so we'll actually tell it, hey, if it needs to go up, go down. And the other thing is being able to hook that to SCADA, but I got a phone call researching it. It may be as simple as a router hooked to this, and it would give us, and then we could save that on the city server so that somebody come in and say, well, my little Johnny got sick. Hey, no, the chlorine was 2.0, that's safe to drink. The pH was 7. You know, a real savings for the city. Plus, we always could, it would be main. We have left the puck chlorinator failure. Hey, we run to Westlake, or we're still in business. Last year we had some, we're trying to get it addressed so that
That doesn't.
yeah. No, but
What are we looking at money-wise?
For the analyzer, it's $18,970. $1,568.
Where are we?
That is a non-budgeted item. Either the general equipment reserve.
Does this fall for improvements to the water park, or? Because street and, oh. Specifically, do we know from which department?
I think the water.
Equipment reserve, or you can split them.
Let's do the water reserve.
I feel like we hit that a lot recently, or no?
Well, we just hit the, I mean, now I'm not in the water department anymore, so we have worked really, really hard on the water park, and they will continue to work on it because we're required to have a certified, because, hey, we have qualified personnel instead of some. They open it this side and it fans the fumes right up in their face. Which surprising thing is everybody thinks gas is really dangerous. It is deadly. All hospitalizations from chlorine comes from household bleach. Chlorine gas.
We have a motion?
Agree to take it out of the water.
Make a motion, we approve the purchase of one hydro act analyzer with necessary a for $18,970 and a $4,568 with a $38 plus freight and hardware, $2,500.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion. Analyzer from Pluto plus 4 Riga Smart valves for $15,560. The total price $34,500. Plumb in the system not to exceed $2,500. Do I have a second?
Tony, second.
Okay. All in favor? Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, rodeo parade.
Okay, again, that will be name.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, come on. CJ had approached me. The Rodeo Association is interested in having a rodeo parade on August the 18th from somewhere around 10 to 11 in the morning. And they wanted permission to have it. And they're looking at bringing in the longhorns, lots of horses, these cars. But Dennis, yes, we'll want one of your cars in there to escort the parade. Get out of it. And they want the parade lined up. They have the opportunity to. DJ,
Seward County PRCA Board President and Co-Chairman. And what we PRCA Rodeo out. We've had support from the city. We've had support from the community. We've had. We're still working. Last year we filled the stands both nights. Good. So since and beyond,
but now we're to our 5th. We would really like to look at putting on like I said, we're looking at bringing the Longhorns to do. You know, we'll have the sponsors will be able to head. We want to start on it early enough that if it doesn't pan, we just needed to know. And we was looking at having to do that Saturday morning, thinking that if we'd be here for dinner and go to the restaurants and eat dinner. And then we've got the rodeo that we're asking for.
Parade, 2018.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second to approve the rodeo. Any discussion?
Can you get Buddy Heat?
I thought he was dead.
Just messing with you.
Maybe I.
All in favor? Motion carried.
Very much. Appreciate you guys planning ahead. 0-1 again.
4. Sorry. Okay. Next, advisory board appointment. Sal.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, Commissioners, as y'all remember, when she became the mayor, on my advisory board, it's set out by ordinance. It's very specific. Restaurant, 1 oil and gas, and 1 at large. And so, which is a great thing. And the board recommend that you your at-large position ending in March of 2022. Ugh, that seems really long.
Was you up, Connie?
Yes, Connie. Yes,
I was.
her position was
right. I reapplied.
Yes, yes. This particular lady. So that's a really good thing that somebody new wants to get involved. Since that we chose her to be. 2 current lodging positions, Jay Bakta, who owns, and Claudia Garcia, who is the manager of, who both need to be reappointed to the board. Set on the at-large and the restaurant and the oil and gas position, but lodging positions can stay on for. Those people work their board that are willing to sit on this board and be involved, are willing to stay on.
And the 2 renewals as well as the new addition?
Do the new one first.
I'll make a motion, and I apologize if I butcher this name. The Visitor Bureau's Advisory Board for a 4-year at-large position.
Second, to go with the advisory board suggestion of Aurelia Besa to a 4-year term. Any discussion? Okay, we need to reappoint Jay Baca and Claudia Garcia.
I'll make Bakta and Claudia Garcia.
Okay, we motion and second to reappoint Jay for your terms on the Louisville Convention and Visitors Bureau Advisory Board.
Showing not much. He's out
Yes,
doing.
that. We can see if.
All in favor?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
City Hall Conference Room chairs.
You have before you tonight all conference room chairs. It's hard to believe, but we've actually been thanks to Mr. Well secure the prior to our moving in, and that's where these chairs had came. Grab them in the right place, you're bound to get a different piece. Anyway, so and as we use this room quite a bit for we better quality chairs. We obtained quotes for 10 are actually the chairs that the commission is sitting in, and we got those. The low bid came in with Southern Office Supply for as I stated, this is a budgeted item, and 6 chairs that are normally around the table, north side of the room. So we'd have 10 there, and then work. I'm getting quotes to replace the carpet, fix the ceiling, just to kind of give a better appearance and a little modernization. But so tonight I'm on 2091 Pillow Soft black leather chairs, $90. And I would state too that if possible, we received a call and have some interest, so we're going to try to using them.
Perfect. I'll make a motion that we go with the staff recommendation. Black leather chairs from Southern Office Supply in the total amount of $34.
A motion is second to purchase leather chairs from Southern, $90. Any discussion?
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Will.
Staff is requesting the commission to adjust Willow Tree Golf Course and 18. And the reason we're coming to you to adjust the fees, and as you can see, the fee rate that I just handed out to you, their minimum. Page 2 is something that other golf courses doing it, and we thought we'd try because we got to do something. Increases are minimal.
When was the last time we adjusted fees?
We were doing with comparables around our area.
About $100 lower.
Yeah, average about $100 lower per single. Or cheaper than that.
So change it.
I want you to approve us coming back in 2
with an
weeks
ordinance.
with an ordinance.
Okay.
We've got to. I'm assuming you'll.
Go for that.
Yep, I'll make a motion to approve the public grounds director adjustment of fees at Willow Tree Golf Course.
Second.
Okay, we have motion and second. And Brad getting together and fees at Willow Tree Golf. All in favor? Thank you, Brad.
Thanks, Ben.
Well,
Thank you very
the people that we met with, and Connie was there too. I didn't realize people hated rock so much. You know, 3 or 4 people. At least 2 or 3 master gardeners that were in there. 8 of. And, you know, this.
Perfect.
And continue to work.
Thank you.
Thank you for working.
And Jan's done.
Thank you, Jan.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Apparently she's got a drew it up for us.
It's not hard to draw rocks, Brad.
Hopefully, within the next week or so, we'll get and get some quotes on getting some other things done out there.
Great.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you very much, Brad.
Expenses from the Air Museum.
Mayor and Commissioners. I'm Scott Matelko. I'm the director at the Minnesota. Again, this is Peggy and Ramey. I'm sure you guys know them. On the request, this year we're here from Kansas, Oklahoma, Colorado, and Texas. We have one at a time, or do you want me to do these together? Let's start with an easy one. For the past 2 years, to the tournament winners and hotel rooms and tournament expenses that they have there.
The registration fee for them, to allow to go, the other stuff.
And then we have some new here. We've from some individuals them to do that. That's not available to us this year. And the bid is attached for that. I worked with the IT. And then we provide breakfast and lunch, judges and volunteers for the event, with snacks and beverages. So we start at 7 o'clock in the morning and we're not done till 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's so we need to make sure that they have something to eat as they come in. So hours away, they get there at 7. A little bit off there, and so we provide food there for them.
All these paid for by grants, is that?
Yes.
Let's, in our packet, the first thing is the 1,000 to approve approve that?
I'll make a motion to approve the competition catering in the amount of $1,175.
We have a motion and second to approve the in the amount of $1,175. Do we have? Okay.
Thank you for getting extra quotes. Appreciate that.
Winner for $3,000 in the amount of $3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack said, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll make a motion to approve the $3,000 for sponsor tournament winner.
Tony, second. We have a motion to approve. Any discussion? All in favor? Okay.
$23.73 purchase.
Okay, we have a second by Justin. Any new video equipment in the amount of $1,700. All in favor?
I could just say that these two, all of this work, they put this whole thing together. They started all the work in for this year's tournament, and they've been out. And I think this year's going to be that even though I'm standing here asking for this money, they're the ones who've done all the work. Yes, and we are still looking for
each year, doesn't it? It's growing by leaps and bounds. It really is.
23 teams, I think total. Yeah.
It's incredible.
Brings a lot of
what
people.
time to what time?
Well, we goes for probably 4 in the afternoon. The event, and then it's over like probably 4 o'clock. Start with them at 7. So the important part, if you can get there at 8:40 in the morning, we have 2 different events going on with 4th graders through 8th graders and kindergarten through 4th graders.
Yeah, thank you for all your hard work, guys.
Wonderful education opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you. City manager employee agreement.
Yeah, it works.
I'm laughing.
Approve the employment agreement.
Can I have a second?
Sorry, I'm just looking over. $2018, correct? Right?
Yes.
Certain time, or is it goes into month to month from that point forward?
As long as I get a paycheck, I really see there's not a lot of perks in here.
Yeah, well, and I evaluated this several meetings ago. I appreciate you making the necessary adjustments.
Motion and a second to approve the for interim city manager for 6 months. All in favor?
Update everyone else on that contract with the league. I know I kept you. We finally got them to send an updated agreement with.
Thank you for that.
And we all did read the city managers. All had time to look at it. And it was written by Get online and.
Correct me if I'm wrong, there's no severance in it either.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, live on unemployment.
City managers.
Approving my contract, I appreciate that. But I really, on different projects, whether it be the medians, I really appreciate that, and staff, they've supported me. We're not, and so I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh, I did have one more thing I need to apprise you of. I forgot. Just shelled out the motor. So they will be replacing. They'll be going through Warren Cat, Eckel, all Warren Cats, their motors in the United States. Foley would have to get theirs out of Germany, and so just advise you, we haven't made a commitment yet, but we'll Chris, and that falls within the 100,000 they had budgeted. We're still under that 100,000 for total expenses. But
Helms is back home.
Huh? Tell me, Brad, we were talking about it earlier today. Yeah.
I think it's still a good hose.
Yeah, it's a good hole. They have maintained it on it. Everything's good. The only thing we might want to do every now and then is go through the controllers. If you don't, they get a little hurt. It's roughly 17,000.
Smoking or something. Anyway,
Yeah,
so you knew
it
was coming.
Yeah, we knew it was coming, but we didn't think it was coming. Half a bucket a day. So, just to make you aware of it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Okay, items from commissioners. Who wants to?
I will.
Okay.
Jan, appreciate you. I think your plan looks. Thank you. For Kevin, Rita. Always got to have you, you know. And thank city staff.
You'll be next to.
Thanks city staff, of course, for everything that you guys do. Actually enjoyable. It like had a positive sense to it. It's awesome. So thank everyone. Citizens and with stuff like that on all of these projects. So I appreciate you all working for that. Hopefully.
Tony, you want to have something to say?
I'll just thank. And I know change is tough, but we're getting through it. The public who did the input and stuff, James, Kevin.
Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to everybody that keeps full and so many people interested and involved. I continued on. There's been more and more citizens criticisms and praises. City staff, you guys have been fantastic to work with. Really enjoyed all of it, so
thank you. Well, I get lots of phone calls. All in the last couple of weeks has been people, and I was reviewing a gentleman by the name of Blackman, and his whole family came to. So if anybody could do that, I think that makes our town started on doing the lines.
The ones that he requested, Pine Street, and those weathers.
Good, good.
They are getting out and doing.
Okay, that's great. And thank you for coming. We enjoy your input, we truly do.
And permanent, the good kind of striping is that street's still in the program. You don't want to waste the money on that. We can put, that's what we looked into to the, it'll be after the project is.
Yeah. Pine Street, Gary may know the answer. They cored it because it did not core deep enough to really mill 3 inches. Stages. Some of the bad spots we'll have to cut out, repack, and then pack until such time that we actually have enough asphalt base that it can all the rough areas, and then chip seal it, and then we'll be able to restripe it.
You need to have Earl talk to. He can show you and everything, and there's a lot of homes. So if they come in and do this, they won't be able to get to their houses.
Thank you.
Yeah. The access on Pine.
Yeah.
Okay, the next.
You got it, Tony? $2,081.33.
Vouchers in the amount of $922,000. Any discussion? All in favor? This is executive session.
Acquisition of real property pursuant to KSA 75. Preliminary discussions relating to the acquisition of real property. Interim City Manager Calvin Burke and Finance Director Chris Ford at
Second that?
Second.
Oh yeah. We did.
All in favor?
Thank you for the script.
I need that. I need to read.
I know what you mean.
I knew he wanted to read.
Yeah,
Okay, Matt, how does Marika get? Yeah, I would be interested. She would love. I am. You should send all that to Marika. What are you doing? So they would be fighting over which prize they. It's a Thursday game, but it is their home game. See, I'm so ignorant. Like Daniel just called me and said, I'm sending you these. Oh, so see? It's like they have children. That's what it keeps. But yes, our March Madness will be hard. Because she has. I'm going to do a Facebook Live. And you're, which is Jake, is it Jake? He's enters like every day. They're lower level, about 15. And you can't even buy tickets anymore. I mean, you don't know that. It could be Wichita State. So the for the two evening games on Saturday night. Yeah. Session 1 starts on Thursday. Those are cheaper. I don't know. It's like this way. Really fun to get to see the. Instead of, we originally were talking about like all day tickets. So I decided lower level, really good seats for 2. No, it's. They're center court, right in the middle.
We're looking at the end of the
That's it. No, I'm good. They'll be done with it. What's trustworthy, reliability, dependability.
We're just gonna sit here. Oh, sorry, Jeff. We finally beat our time.
Don't even know the number.
Take any action resulting from the executive session will be taken. Our meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming.